Hey guys, it's me, COPYCAT. Today I'm back, and today I want to talk about the new Taskmaster 4.0.0 update that came out today. So first off, I wanted to take a look in the game, show you guys everything that's new within the game of Marvel Strike Force, and then I thought I'd go into look at some other things. First off, 10 more save squads. That's awesome. Always happy to see more save squads. Hopefully this is the start of them overhauling the system to be a lot more like Star Wars Galaxy of Hero, but this is a great first step. This is not a, I'm going the wrong direction. Upcoming raid updates. So soon they're adding the difficulty selector of Ultima 6 and Ultima 7. So this is great also. So just very exciting about how this is going to work. So essentially it gives you more variability in terms of the different levels of 6 and 7, so you can sort of fine tune it to where your alliance is at. So really excited for that change. I think it's gonna be an excellent sort of addition to the game. Super smart, and hopefully the system could then be applied to future raids. Next up, versus battle is live. It looks like they're looking at a lot of they're looking for advice, so probably soon I'll be putting out a video talking about live PvP and how I want it to change. But I think this is an excellent start. I think we have a great core, but I've talked about it in another video about live PvP not too long ago about how I want to see it changed. So I'll probably make another video talking about, now that it's out, how I want to see it change. My opinions are pretty much still the same. Right now the big thing is it's sort of tucked away in the corner. You have to directly request somebody. I'd like to see it be more like a full-fledged mode up there with Blitz and stuff like that. That's just how I'd like to see it changed. But again, this is a good core and a great start to live PvP. Next up, maintenance complete. Turns out there was a second maintenance. I was going to record this a while ago, but they actually they had another maintenance, so I had to wait till the second maintenance was done. They added another what would you call this, a new objective every day. So complete 2 raid battles. You're in 1 blue gear or raid orb and 5 tier 3 ability mats, which I want to say that's purple. But I thought I saw it on somebody's screen. It was blue. It goes green, purple, green, blue, purple. So purple would be tier 3. So I believe those are purple, but I thought I saw blue on somebody's screen. And now they updated the complete 2 arena battles, earn 250 arena credits and 25k gold, moved the blue raid orb fragments over to this one. So essentially we're getting a bonus ability materials every day. So that's nice. And what's nice is it's optional. So if you're non-alliance, or say your alliance forgets to run a raid that day, you're not at a disadvantage for it. Taskmaster, we'll get to him. We'll talk about Taskmaster and all that kind of stuff, so I won't talk about it now. And some more availability, but again, this is just an orb, so nobody really cares about this, and this is just them over sort of talking about the update as a whole. And I'll talk about all the new updates to characters as we get there. So first off, if we scroll down here, I'll talk about updates on Reddit, because Wolverthor, he put out a excellent little thing talking about all the changes to skills. But I'll talk about the brand new characters in here. So first off, they did confirm Ironheart's going to be coming finally. So Ironheart should be coming this month. And it's kind of like a heart on her head. That's kind of cute. But anyways, so she should be coming soon. Finally, Ironheart should be coming to the game, which is great because we need to finish off the power armor, and it's been sitting here forever. Next up, Ebony Maw. He's sort of the he's the next legendary character. While I'm here, I should also mention you can favor characters for versus mode instead of just favoring them in general. That's nice little change right there. So as a whole, he's looking very strong. Basic attack, he's applying bleed, plus bonus attacks, piercing, so very good. But where he's really incredible is right here, with the fact that he's applying, at the end of this, he's applying defense up, and he's applying offense down to all enemies. So this is a really good special right here. Plus, by the end of it all, he's going to be applying it for 2 turns. So this is just an excellent skill right here. People are considering this better than Shuri. So just really crazy special right there. And then his ultimate, I believe people are comparing this to like a better Minerva. So essentially, he gets to steal about 12% of health from enemies, then distribute back onto his team. This is just a really good ultimate right here. So all in all, Ebony Maw is looking like a really strong character. Plus, not all of it, a lot of his stuff isn't specific to the Black Order. So a lot of people are eyeing him up for other modes. They just think, as a whole, Ebony Maw is looking to be a very good character in Marvel Strike Force. Next up, Call Obsidian. I've talked about Call Obsidian before in another video, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about him today, but he is in the game. Unfortunately, he's a 100 shard unlock. Hopefully that changes. You know, sometimes they do change the star unlock requirement. I hope he becomes a 2-star, because that means as free-to-play players, we could unlock 4 of the 5 Black Order characters just off the bat. That'd be nice. So I really hope they change him to be a 2-star unlock. But again, I've talked about skills before. Some good damage. Seems like a good tank. I'm not sure if anything here has changed since the last time we took a look at him, but I believe he is more or less the same of how he was. So again, he's looking like a pretty good tank. Very similar to Proxima and Corvus, so I consider him to be a good character, but he's really gonna shine when you put him onto the Black Order team. So you know, he's cool. It'll be nice to see him in the game. And then finally, we have Taskmaster, who's the last brand new character. So really, if I had to describe Taskmaster, I consider him what Ronin is for the Kree. That's what he is to the mercenaries. So I consider him to be a good character like Ronin, not a mind-blowing character like somebody like Star-Lord or something like that, like game-changing. And I think he takes care, you know, like 4 or 5 mercenaries who are okay, and he makes them pretty good. Similar to how Ronin works with the Kree, where he takes a couple of characters who are, you know, fine, and he makes them pretty good. So we've talked about his kit already before. He's stealing positive effects. He's going around everyone, chaining. He's applying offense down, and then with this, he's applying blinds and stuff like that, and bleeds. So he's a very good character, a very well-rounded character. You know, he's not mind-blowing. This mercenary team is not going to be meta-defining, but he's a good character, and I think that's fine. You know, I think some people are acting disappointed because Taskmaster is not like a next, you know, like another Ebony Maw level character. But I think it's a very good thing that he's not another Ebony Maw level character, because people complain about power creep, yet they're going to also complain when characters come out that aren't better than the other characters. You know, kind of, you got to pick a side here. Like, either you want characters, you don't want every character to be the new best thing, or want every character to be the new next thing, and you want power creep. So I think characters like Taskmaster are very important, because it's good to get new characters that are not just like, bam, like I made everything else that came before this irrelevant. No, Taskmaster just fills a nice spot in the game. He helps out some characters that were struggling, and they're just a nice team, which I'm happy to see. Now, what I'm not so happy to see is how they rework the mercenaries. So real quick before I leave this game to head over to Reddit to talk about the changes to them, I'll show you versus, and I do want to show you the covert trait as well. So this is who we're going to be using. I'll make a whole nother video about this, talking about for the Taskmaster campaign teams I think you could build for the Taskmaster campaign. But these are the covert traits, just to give you an idea. A lot of really good characters here. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go for a shield team. Probably something like, you know, Captain America, Quake, Nick Fury, you know, Black Widow, maybe throw in some shield minions, something like that. I think that's the team I'm going to go for. But, you know, a lot of really good characters here, so it shouldn't be that bad. But I also want to show you how you would do live PvP. So again, I think live PvP should be like a full mode. You're able to go in, click on it, just like Blitz or Arena or anything like that. But if you do want to play live PvP right now, somebody has to send a message in a chat, like for example this person. You click on them, and then you have to send a request to versus battle right here. So that's something I hope to do in other videos soon. And you can feel free to send me, you know, a friend request in Marvel Strike Force, and we could try to PvP sometime like that. So I believe, is this how you send it out? I don't know, something like that. Either my username or my player ID, one of those things, are very helpful if you want to play live PvP with me. I think that'd be something fun to do in a live stream at some point. So here we are, we're back in Reddit, taking a look at everything right here, and as we can see, let's zoom in. Let's get a good view of this, that way you guys can see that, you guys watching at home. All right, here we are. We're at a nice level of zoom in this. So let's look at these new passives. So they only reworked 4 mercenary minions, so that would imply that those mercenary minions are supposed to go with Taskmaster. But I don't know, I think it's kind of dumb how they did this. So Bullseye, I'm happy Bullseye didn't get left behind. Problem is, Bullseye's buff is pretty much nothing. It's pretty much useless. On war defense, he assists allies on non-attack ability. So this is good for war. You know, this allows him to fill into a lot of teams. Bullseye can act as a flex pick now on a lot of different teams. Essentially, no matter what, Bullseye is going to be able to help people out on Alliance War defense. But what's bad is it's only it's only Alliance War defense. You know, Bullseye is not the kind of character where it's like, oh yeah, just give him a little bit more, give him just a little bit for Alliance War defense. No, Bullseye is the kind of character that needs like a whole new kit. You know, like changes to everything. And instead of getting changes to everything, we get this tiny little change for the least exciting mode in the game. So Heavy Bullseye got touched, but still garbage. And then they buffed 2 of the 4 mercenary minions. But my problem is they buff the 2 of the 4 that I consider already pretty good. I considered Mercenary Riot Guard and Merc Lieutenant to already be relatively good characters that could do a lot of good stuff in a lot of different teams. I thought Merc Soldier and Merc Sniper were pretty bad and they needed help. But Merc Soldier and Sniper received nothing in this patch, which is baffling because I consider them to be pretty bad characters. And we'll get to Killmonger. So, I mean, I'm happy these characters got buffed. It's always nice to see buffs, but they just didn't need it. Like, if you had to pick 2, they picked the least important 2 to buff, in my opinion, because Merc Lieutenant and Riot Guard were already pretty good. So now he gives a, whatever he does, his basic attack, on top of giving 1 ability energy to a random ally, he also gives 1 ability energy to all Merc villain allies. So, you know, that's just nice little addition there. Now he's also functioning as a healer for the mercenary team. So on as a passive, so he could always he had a chance to heal the lowest health ally, and if they were a mercenary, he'd heal them for more. But now, when any mercenary ally drops below 50% max health, fill this character's speed bar by 40%, which would then again increase his chance to then also heal that ally. And now on war defense, when an enemy attacks an adjacent ally, heal the lowest health mercenary ally for 1500 health plus 10% of this character's max health. So if you put Merc Lieutenant in the center of the team, you have a lot of healing coming out. I wonder if this could proc twice, like say, you know, an Iron Man AoE comes out, you know, could he get a bunch of different heals off because you hit a bunch of adjacent allies? Kind of interesting. Neat buff for Merc Lieutenant, kind of gives him a little bit more of a role to play. I think it's nice, but again, I thought he was already in a pretty good place, so you know, I don't really need it. I'm just bitter that Soldier and Sniper got left behind. Mercenary Riot Guard, now his passive's been like completely. He's got a ton of new stuff. He gets additional 25% block amount, and on war defense, he can apply 1 deflect up to a maximum of 4 to adjacent allies, gain 10% block chance per mercenary ally. So he's sort of going to be like a Captain America or a Sif, where he's blocking a lot along with applying taunt. So, you know, Mercenary Riot Guard and Lieutenant, I think this puts them in the right position. It's just, you know, here's like where I think characters need to be. Here's where I think Merc Lieutenant and Riot Guard were. And here's where like Soul. And instead of, I'm happy these characters are now where they need to be, but now there's just that much more of a gap between Soldier and Sniper. Like I just don't know what their plans are for Soldier and Sniper. You know, Bullseye, I think he can go in a lot of different teams. You know, Bullseye, he can do a lot of things. Soldier and Sniper, like where are they gonna go? You know, I can see one day they do a city villains team, and that's where Bullseye goes. But what are their long-term plans for Soldier and Sniper? Like, did they just think they were good enough on their own? Like, I'm not a huge fan of what they did with the fact that they didn't do anything with Sniper or Soldier. They also buffed Killmonger here. Essentially, they took his passive. It used to only apply in raids. Essentially, he always gets to counterattack. Now he'll counterattack in every mode if he has a full team of Wakandan allies. So this is great. I saw somebody mention maybe this is something they could do for characters as power creep occurs. They could sort of take out the specific mode requirements for passives. Like, for example, Wakandans, you know, they're not really the best team in the game ever. So instead of just having their little gimmick apply to only one mode, they can buff them by allowing their gimmicks to apply to multiple modes. I think that's a really smart way to buff characters that need help as we go through Marvel Strike Force. I think this is a really smart idea, and I hope this is something we get to see happen to more teams as we go along, where you sort of naturally make teams more usable in more modes as they fall behind other teams. So this is a nice buff. Now, the thing I'm seeing is you see these 4 characters buffed, so you think that's how you build the team. Taskmaster, Bullseye, Merc Lieutenant, Riot Guard, and Killmonger. That's not how I think you should build it. Killmonger, you know, he's meant to go with the Wakandans. Unless there's a 5th Wakandan that comes out that goes into the Black Panther Wakanda team, then I don't see why Killmonger should leave it. I know that's a bit of a controversial thing. I know people are like, I'm going to put Killmonger on the mercenary team, or I'm keeping it with Wakandans. I'm team keep Killmonger with the Wakandans. I think he belongs there. That's where he's designed. His passive says works with Wakandans. You know, I understand he would get some benefits for being a mercenary, but there are other mercenary characters that need a team. Why take up a spot with a character like Killmonger that already has a team? If we're looking at overall roster value, Killmonger spots on the Wakandan team. So that's my opinion on it. Personally, building this team, I think I'll go Riot Guard, Lieutenant. I guess I'll throw Bullseye in there. I mean, I guess if he was buffed, I'll go Taskmaster, and then I'll probably just throw in another one of those minions. Ideally, I'd maybe just like to put all 4 of the minions together with Taskmaster, and then, you know, put Bullseye on a different team. I might just bite the bullet on the fact that Soldier and Sniper didn't get buffed and just hope their damage is enough. I mean, we'll have to see how they play, but I just don't feel like Soldier and Sniper can really keep up with the rest of these characters, and I'm sort of confused as to why these characters got left behind. So that was just my biggest complaint about this patch. So, but a lot of good things that came out of this patch. Happy to see Cull Obsidian and the rest of the Black Order coming soon, Ironheart coming soon. I'm very happy that Taskmaster is not a meta-breaking team. Again, you know, guys, you got to pick a side. Either you want every team to be mind-blowing, and then you can't complain about power creep, or you're going to complain about power creep, and don't complain when characters aren't incredible. So, I'm just saying, I think Taskmaster fills a nice niche in this game. He helps out some characters that needed help, but I just don't think he's helping all of the characters that needed help. And I'm just sort of, I feel bad for Soldier and Sniper because I don't see them ever getting buffed again. But with that being said, let me know what you think about this patch down below. I'll be excited to unlock all these new characters. I'm excited to try some live PvP, and I'd be more than happy to verse some of you guys in live PvP. This is all fun stuff we'll get to play with over the next coming month or so. And with that being said, let me know what your favorite part about this patch is down below, and let me know what mercenary team you're going to build now that we know the full loadouts for the mercenary characters. But what do I know? Because I am only an 18-year-old. I hope everyone can have a happy and healthy day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.